ADHD isn't just about focus and hyperactivity. There's a devastating emotional symptom that rarely gets diagnosed. It's called rejection sensitive dysphoria. And the crazy part is, it can make even the slightest perceived criticism feel like a crushing emotional blow. Hey there, I'm Karen McGee, certified RTT hypnotherapist, ADHD and anxiety specialist, and your go-to guide for getting unstuck. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and like for more content like this. Ever wonder why some people with ADHD seem to take everything so personally? It's because RSD cranks up the volume on negative emotions to an unbearable level. Think of your emotional reactions as having a volume control that's permanently stuck at maximum for rejection feelings. A simple comment that others might brush off can trigger overwhelming waves of shame or sadness. This explains why many develop people-pleasing behaviors. They're desperately trying to avoid that crushing emotional pain. But here's what might surprise you about this hidden ADHD component. RSD isn't actually about the rejection itself. It's about how an ADHD brain processes those feelings. Your brain essentially has a hair trigger alarm system for social threats that goes off constantly. 1/3 of adults with ADHD report this emotional sensitivity as the most debilitating aspect of their condition. Scientists have found actual differences in brain structures that affect how people with ADHD regulate emotions. This means it's not just being too sensitive, it's a neurological reality that deserves recognition. And this understanding changes everything about how we approach ADHD treatment. For those with ADHD, RSD creates a world where minor criticisms feel like catastrophic failures. This emotional intensity shapes decisions in profound, often invisible ways. Understanding RSD is crucial for developing better coping strategies and improving quality of life. With proper recognition, people with RSD can begin to recognize these emotional responses and develop healthier reactions. The pain is real, but with awareness comes the power to manage these overwhelming feelings. This overlooked ADHD symptom affects relationships, careers, and self-worth in profound ways. But the real question is, how many of your life decisions have been quietly shaped by RSD? Now let's talk about how hypnotherapy can support people with ADHD who struggle with emotional reactivity, scarcity mindset, and RSD. When you live in a brain that constantly perceives rejection, scarcity, and threat, your nervous system is always on high alert. This emotional exhaustion only deepens the cycle of impulsivity, overthinking, and self-doubt. Hypnotherapy helps by guiding you into a relaxed yet focused state, allowing access to the subconscious where those reactive patterns are stored. Instead of just managing the symptoms, hypnotherapy works to rewrite those automatic emotional responses from the inside out. For people with ADHD, this means learning to let go of the belief that rejection means you're broken, rebuild emotional safety in response to perceived judgment, replace scarcity-driven self-talk with confident, grounded inner language. Many clients report feeling calmer, more resilient, and less reactive after just a few sessions. Hypnotherapy doesn't make emotions disappear. It makes them more manageable. You don't lose your sensitivity. You gain control over how it guides your life. And by addressing RSD and scarcity mindset through hypnotherapy, people with ADHD discover what it feels like to respond instead of react, to feel safe in their own minds. This is how healing begins, not by fixing who you are, but by finally understanding how your brain works and giving it the support it truly needs.